Well, here at Blue Water Cafe, it's a chance to try things you might have never tried before. Frank, first of all, I've never tried sea urchin. How scared do I need to be?
Not at all, because sea urchin, typically people might feel a little intimidated. Well, a lot of people know sea urchin only from a sushi bar. And it has a little stronger flavor. Some people might enjoy it. But to make the dish, the sea urchin dish, a little bit more approachable, we toned it down a notch.
So what are we making right now? And let's get started with it.
We have a avocado mousse. And we make like 3 little dots. And we got the sea urchin mousse already prepared because it's it's like a 2-hour preparation time for this. So
and again, the whole idea is this is a chance for people to try things they haven't necessarily tried. And I like that you're sort of trying to keep even the presentation somewhat organic, but this isn't actually sea urchin
shell? No, it is not. But even though it's supposed to showcase the sea urchin shell, it's a phyllo that we tinted with squid ink and then baked crispy.
Okay.
So we have this the little nest, the little sea urchin shell nest sitting on the avocado puree.
And does the little nest, with it being squid ink, does the squid ink itself add a flavor? Because I know we've seen squid ink pasta.
Very light. It has a very light, I would say like an ocean flavor.
All right.
But it's really about the color. And here you go. So we have 3 little rosettes of the sea urchin mousse, which is actually made with scallops as well as eggs and cream.
Nice.
And just to tone down the flavors, but the flavor is still there. So you will still get the sea urchin, but without the big punch that you would get in a sushi restaurant.
Excellent. We've got about 20 seconds left here, so we're just finishing it up. For more details, by the way, on the Unsung Heroes items here at the Blue Water Cafe, you can, of course, go to their website for more details. This menu on until the end of the month, and this is a row here, right?
That is a sea urchin row.
Okay.
Just raw as is.
That's as raw. This is going to be the easier version for me to eat.
Yeah.
Let's see how I can do this. And just with my fingers?
Just with your fingers.
I'm going to taste the mousse first, because I know I won't be able to say what it tastes like. Nice and gentle. Not too urchin-y, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Now we got...
So we are talking Unsung Heroes, Frank, and tell us a bit about what we're seeing right now.
Well, here we got the big fish here is the mackerel, and right behind it we have the sardines. And for this dish we're featuring the mackerel smoked.
Okay.
Smoked on a bed of sauerkraut with apples.
Very nice, and you've actually got a little smoker there.
And we got our little smoking gun. It's a very simple thing. You take the fillets off, you take the bones out, put them in a Ziploc bag, start the smoking gun, put the little tip in, fill up with smoke, let it stand for 10 minutes, done.
Very good. So we are going to prepare our mackerel, and I guess the first step is to get it cooked, right?
Yes. Here we have a very, very hot salamander, so it's just going to take a minute or 2 up there. And we have it lightly oiled, seasoned with salt and pepper.
Excellent.
Over here we have our sauerkraut, where my German heritage comes in. A little sweet and sour sauerkraut.
Because that's one thing we should talk about too. Mackerel isn't one of those things that I would necessarily be afraid to try. It's do we have the opportunity to try it?
Exactly. Typically, it's not being featured in many restaurants, and that's why it's so nice. All the chefs here, they're always very excited when the Unsung Heroes comes up because they're finally able to work with food that they like to eat.
Excellent. How's our mackerel doing? I'm hearing it sizzling. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's good. That's exactly how it's supposed to be, like a little blistering. And
Excellent.
We can step over there and plate the sauerkraut.
And by the way, if you want to try the Unsung Hero menu items here at Blue Water, you only have a bit of time left, right until the end of the month. Oh, that sauerkraut smells delicious, Frank. Delicious, delicious.
There you go. That's a little pickled mustard seed sauce. And
for any of the kids out there that think mustard comes out of a little bottle, it doesn't. It actually, the little seeds are right there. That's mustard seed, yeah.
And they're being pickled with sugar, salt, and vinegars. And by now, the mackerel is ready. The skin is blistering. We don't want to overcook it. And let's loosen it up. We put it right on top.
Beautiful.
And here we go.
Excellent. And just eat it with a little knife and fork. You're going to garnish it up there.
We'll garnish it up a little bit with a little greenery. And here you go.
Here
Enjoy.
we go. And again, for more details, you can, of course, go to their website. I got to get a little bit of that sauerkraut in there. And we're here at Blue Water Cafe, where we are focusing on some unsung heroes. What do you have going in the pan right now, Frank?
Here we got jalapenos, garlic, and ginger.
And we are making a jellyfish dish, and I can honestly say I've never tried jellyfish. Here it is right here. Yeah. Again, unsung heroes, because these are items in abundance, but people may not have tried before.
Let me grab some. Exactly, and jellyfish is one of those items that typically you wouldn't see in a restaurant, in a restaurant like us, basically. Like ours here, because it's more like It's very dominant in the Asian culture, and probably you would see it in Chinese restaurants very often, but never in restaurants like ours.
And the thing is, too, is I know that what you're doing as well is you're taking an ingredient people may not have tried, but you're putting it in kind of a familiar setting, like a dish. Everyone understands what a stir fry is.
Yeah, absolutely. And basically, that's all what it is, a little stir fry with lotus root, jellyfish. Now we add a little hoisin sauce on top.
Now, what kind of flavoring should a jellyfish have?
You need to give it a good flavor, because jellyfish itself is really just about texture and crunch. And it absorbs all the flavor that you give to it.
Now, you've been doing this Unsung Heroes menu for the last 9 years. Have you gotten pretty good response from?
Absolutely. I remember the first year was very timid, the response, but year after year we increased the amount of dishes that we sold, and which is good, because 10% of the proceeds go to the Ocean Wise Foundation. And here we go.
Wow.
And to top it off, just because it's a very lean piece of protein, we add a little fried pork belly, and to top it off, we have a little crispy taro root chips.
Excellent. Well, for more details on the Unsung Heroes menu here at Blue Water, go to their website. It's a limited menu, though, only until the end of the month. And you're saying don't fear the jellyfish,
Don't fear the jellyfish. Lots of crunch, but it's delicious.
It's like a bit of a hardened gelatin. It's good.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah,
very nice. Almost like pops in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah.
Delicious. Thanks very much, Frank. I got to go for another bite.